Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Administrator, throughout this hearing, you've touted the importance of transparency, and I agree. Consistent with your promise of transparency, on September 30th, 2013, your agency announced it would hold public listening sessions on reducing carbon emissions from existing power plants to consider the public concerns ahead of development of the EPA rules. But I was disappointed to learn that all of the EPA's 11 announced sessions are in major metropolitan areas, and none of these listening sessions would be in the 10 states most reliant on coal. In November, our congressional delegation sent you a letter informing you that Kentucky's already lost more than 6,200 coal jobs in just the last 2 years, reducing the state's coal employment to its lowest level since the Commonwealth began keeping statistics in 1927. Unfortunately, these job losses are forecast to continue to increase as additional EPA regulations targeting coal come online. In this letter, we requested that you hold listening sessions in Kentucky. For the sake of openness and transparency that you've espoused today, in the eyes of Kentuckians and American people, will you commit to us today that the EPA will hold listening sessions in the Commonwealth of Kentucky and other similar states like North Dakota, where my colleague Mr. Kramer is from, that are reliant on coal production and coal-fired electricity, as you seek public comment?
Well, Congressman, we've received a number of requests for additional listening sessions. I'd like to explain to you those 11 sites are actually our regional offices, because
certainly
helps us
we appreciate that, and we appreciate that you have held before listening sessions outside of your offices. I think you should get outside of the office, go out and see the people you're going to affect once in a while. And hopefully you certainly must realize that if you fail to hold these listening sessions on greenhouse gas regulations in the states whose economies most depend on the coal industry and coal-fired electricity, this will be perceived as an effort to avoid negative public opinion or to ignore the adverse effects of these regulations. Do you realize that's going to be perceived that way if you don't hold these hearings?
Well, I think people should recognize that this is even before we're proposing, never mind entering into the rigorous public comment process without
to hold those in Kentucky?
There's also opportunities for individuals to...
Okay, I can't let you take all of my time if you won't answer the question.